Here at Redondo Beach in Washington, it's Sixgill Shark season. Welcome to Redondo Beach in Des Moines, Washington, the Bluntnose Sixgill Shark capital of the world. But how did this quiet coastal town earn such a title? Let's dive in and find out. First off, let's talk about the stars of the show, the Bluntnose Sixgill Shark, or Hexanchus griseus. These sharks are often called living fossils, one of the oldest species of sharks still in existence. They typically inhabit deep waters below 200 feet, but occasionally venture into shallower areas like the Puget Sound. The waters around Redondo are something special. Deep, cold, and mostly undisturbed. They create the perfect home for the elusive Bluntnose Sixgill Shark, one of the most ancient species of shark on the planet. What really put Redondo on the map, though, is the dedicated divers who are videographers and photographers who have flocked to this area to study these mysterious sharks up close, making groundbreaking discoveries about their behavior and movements, as well as other marine life like the Pacific spiny lumpsucker. Bluntnose Sixgill sharks are unique in many ways. Unlike most sharks, which have 5 gill slits, Sixgills have 6. They're massive, growing up to 15 to 20 feet long, with a broad head and blunt snout, and a single dorsal fin near their tail. They range in color from dark brown to gray and even black. These sharks prefer the deeper, colder waters of the world's oceans, but Puget Sound and the Pacific Northwest have become hotspots for sightings. That's when most divers and researchers get a chance to encounter them up close. It's a rare opportunity, as these sharks are usually solitary and elusive. Here at Redondo, and Jonathan Bird from Jonathan's Blue World, and Sarah from Azul Unlimited, here doing documentaries, and we're diving here with the Sixgill Sharks here at my local dive site here at Redondo. Bluntnose Sixgill sharks are nocturnal and opportunistic predators, feeding on fish, rays, and other sharks, and even carrion. Despite their large size, they aren't known to be aggressive towards humans. However, their deep-sea habitat and mysterious behavior make them difficult to study.
Randy Williams here. Our Marine Science Center over here at the Mass Center, I've worked with for many, many years. It's really cool to see the amount of interest that we have in our Sixgill sharks here in Redondo. This has kind of become a hot spot for them. So if you get a chance to dive, come out after sunset, later night, and they usually show up. They're juveniles, but it's been like this for millions of years out here. This is where the Sixgills come in, drop their pups, and then head back offshore. Have a fun one.
One's got a scar on the right side of his body. That's the front of the dorsal fin. And the second one is a little bit bigger. Does not have a scar. And it will push you over. Just let it do its thing. Okay. Yeah. But that bigger one, definitely, that was the only time I felt uncomfortable around that.
Oh really? Is she 10 foot?
Yeah.
There's a 10 footer? Yeah, she's fine.
Oh, I know. Like last year I got pushed around.
Oh, okay.
But this one, it was very quick movement into it.
Oh, really? Okay.
So it changed a little bit from just kind of glancing by to a quick turn in.
Oh, okay.
And really coming at my face.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I love it, but
not everybody's, yeah.
It was using my camera, and I was anti-bike.
Oh, I see.
I hold my camera close.
Yeah.
And it was coming. I've got quite a few where it's just coming right in and hitting.
Okay. They do that a lot, actually. They come right at you. But they're not going to...
I know, they're 6 months.
I never had one be aggressive. Only once. And that was my fault.
Yeah.
Because I did something stupid.
What? bigger one, I touched its tail and it wasn't happy about that.
I never touch them.
I do.
Like many deep sea sharks, they have a long gestation period, up to 2 years, and give birth to live young, with litters ranging from 20 to over 100 pups. This slow reproductive rate makes them vulnerable to population declines, and while not endangered, they are classified as near threatened. Their conservation is critical, and that's where our efforts come in. We want to foster awareness and protect these ancient creatures. Every photo and video clip helps us track and identify each shark, building a database that researchers can use to monitor their health, movements, and behavior over time. So remember, when you dive with these incredible creatures, your footage isn't just a souvenir. It's a piece of the conservation puzzle. Something I learned from sixgillsharks.org is that photographs of tails, fins, and other body parts can be more helpful in identifying these sharks than beautiful pictures of their eyes or face. You can submit your photos to sixgillsharks.org to help identify the sharks. Through these type of efforts, it could be determined if the same male and or female sharks are returning yearly or over longer periods of time. There you will find the names that have been given to these sharks and how to identify them. I remember diving with Mateo, who was baiting the sharks for a documentary he was working on. It was fascinating to see the sharks up close, but it also highlighted the fine line we walk when interacting with these wild creatures. We want to capture their beauty and behavior on film, but we have to be mindful of the potential consequences. Diving with these sharks is like stepping into a SeaWorld tank, but with one thrilling difference. This is their natural environment. Imagine being face to face with a creature that dates back to the age of the dinosaurs, gliding through the water with you. It's an experience that's as wild as it is unforgettable. In fact, these sightings have attracted divers from all over the world, including the legendary Jonathan Bird from Jonathan Bird's Blue World and Sarah from Azul Unlimited. Their dives here have showcased the incredible beauty of these sharks to global audiences, inspiring even more people to explore Redondo's waters. But be prepared. Diving with these sharks isn't for the faint of heart. Sixgill Sharks dives often take you down to 100 foot deep. In the dark waters of the Puget Sound, it feels like night even in the middle of the day. My first dive with a pony bottle was on a Sixgill Shark dive. The thing is, I didn't start the dive with a pony bottle. Myself and two buddies dove deep, looking for Sixgill Sharks, staying as long as we could safely stay at depth. As we ascended, we ran into unexpected current. It was a challenging dive, but that is part of the thrill. However, there's some controversy surrounding how some divers are attracting these sharks. To increase their chances of an encounter, a few divers have started baiting the waters with salmon carcasses. While this might draw the sharks in, it raises serious concerns. Feeding wild animals, especially predators like sharks, can have unintended consequences. There's a risk that the shark might begin to associate divers with food, or worse, start searching for easy handouts instead of hunting naturally. Safety is another major concern. Handling shark food in the water isn't just about luring in a good photo op. It can be dangerous for the divers themselves. Sharks are powerful and unpredictable, and even a small mistake could lead to a serious injury. With all this attention, it's crucial to remember the importance of conservation. Redondo is at the heart of efforts to protect the Bluntnose Sixgill Shark, ensuring that future generations can continue to marvel at these ancient creatures. One way we're fostering that connection is by helping to name the sharks that call Redondo home. By giving them names, we're not just identifying these animals, we're treating them humanely, building a sense of community, and encouraging everyone to care for these amazing creatures. When you name a shark, you become part of its story, and together we can ensure these stories are long and healthy. Check out sixgillsharks.org to see where sharks have been identified and named. Unfortunately, not all of the news is good. Recently, there have been reports of Bluntnose Sixgill Sharks and other sharks being found dead along the coast. Some of these deaths are natural, but others are the result of human interference. There have also been disturbing reports of fishermen catching and killing these magnificent sharks. While some of these incidents may be accidental, they highlight the urgent need for stronger protection and awareness.
Yeah.
I do want to thank Connor, who's the ginger snake man, who's the fisherman here, who provided these clips for me to use in this video, which showed that he is handling this shark and releasing it as safely as can be. But at the same time, it does bring up the point that it is illegal to target your fishing towards six-gill sharks. This was my first time witnessing firsthand how these sharks feed on bait. I was surprised by the amount of silt they stir up, but that's a clue. If you see disturbed silt, a six-gill could be nearby. Another good indicator, dogfish. These smaller sharks often hunt nearby, scavenging scraps left by the larger six-gills. I often hear people, even other divers, say they're uncomfortable being around sharks or that it makes them anxious. But for me, I challenge that fear with gratitude. When I'm face to face with these creatures, I feel a deep sense of peace, knowing I'm sharing a moment with an ancient predator in their natural habitat. There's a beauty in that connection. It's about being in the moment, fully present and grateful to the sharks for their presence and to the universe for allowing us to experience these incredible creatures in such an unnatural environment for humans. One thing you might notice is how gentle these sharks are around us. I was feeling completely comfortable around these sharks. Granted, now this is my 4th year experiencing these dives with these sharks, and this is actually my 4th dive this year diving with these sharks. And I have had moments where I've felt completely peaceful with these sharks being face to face with me, even as they come and brush by. And I've had them come from behind and swim underneath me, bumping my leg and moving forward. And in those kind of situations, you don't even see them coming. When you have a mask on, you can't really see behind you or underneath you sometimes, like around your leg area or anything like that. So when you just feel a bump, sometimes you might think it's your buddy, and then bam, all of a sudden there's a shark there. Which with these particular sharks, they're so gentle and I feel like they're friendly. There's one point in this dive when I was just overwhelmed with a feeling of gratitude toward the sharks, and I was thanking God for the moment of being here with these sharks and thanking the sharks. It was just an overwhelming feeling of peace and gratitude to be experiencing the presence of these creatures. I also thought it was kind of strange behavior or interesting behavior how this one here just stopped, and it's like it just took a rest. I don't know if it was I just decided it wanted to take a nap, or what it was doing exactly, but it was pretty interesting. It stayed there for quite a while and allowed myself and my dive buddies to get up close, take photographs, and it didn't seem at all bothered by our presence, even our lights or anything. So help us give these sharks a name. I think one of the small females should be named Lulu, the Sixgill Shark, and the other female would be Grace, the Sixgill Shark, while the big male would be Gilbert, the Sixgill Shark. What do you think? We can tell the difference between a male and a female shark because a male will have claspers near its anus or pelvic fins. So there you have it, Redondo, Washington, a small town with a big connection to one of the ocean's most fascinating predators. Whether you're a scientist, a diver, or just someone who loves the ocean, Redondo has earned its title as the Bluntnose Sixgill Shark capital of the world. Let's work together to keep it that way, and maybe help name a shark or two along the way. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more deep dives into the wonders of our ocean.
Red octopus.
A red octopus? Wow.
Yeah, and Gill.
Okay.
This is in Chinese.
Say it in Chinese.
大章鱼，章鱼，小章鱼 and seals.
Seals?
Yeah.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
Hello everyone, so this is Faizan. I am a PNW diver from up north, from BC, Vancouver. Today it was the most amazing dive of my life. It was so awesome. I don't know, my heart is so full, I cannot even talk. I am still in trance. My adrenaline is still high. I don't know what to say, but it was so amazing to see those majestic creatures out there swimming with us.
Still in shock. I don't know what to say when I saw. This would be an adventure of a lifetime.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if we can beat this time ever again.
Hey, I am Jahnavi. I came over here last Friday evening for diving over here with the Sixgills at Redondo, and one of our diver friends, Mark, who has an Instagram page, pnw.diver. You can check out his videos and you can follow him and subscribe to his YouTube channel, which is also called ADD Adventures. He helped us and he actually got us over here. He guided our dive. We went over here for dives yesterday evening and also today. We got some cool videos and photos. Our heart was so full and we're so grateful that we got to see them. They're so majestic, such a huge creatures. We got to see them and we're so happy about it. Thank you.
So thank you guys for coming out, and it was awesome meeting you guys in Canada and meeting locals up in Canada. It's all about reciprocity of meeting people that treat you well. So I wanted to treat them well, and we had a good time.
Amazing time.
Follow him on YouTube, ADD Adventures. Subscribe, follow, and comment.
Likes too.
Likes too.